Hi everyone, my name is Mondaire Jones and I'm a candidate for Congress in New York's 17th Congressional District, which includes all of Rockland County and parts of central and northern Westchester County. It's also where Indian Point Energy Center, better known to us as Indian Point, is located, and that in fact is why I'm here to talk to you today. Indian Point is a massive nuclear power plant in Buchanan, right on the banks of the Hudson River and only a few dozen miles from New York City. Indian Point is going to be shutting down in 2021, creating a wide range of challenges for communities all over the district. We're going to have to take on challenges ranging from nuclear waste management to renewable energy generation to economic redevelopment, all while keeping the Hudson Valley safe, clean, and sustainable. Nuclear waste from Indian Point is going to need to be stored securely, without endangering local residents. That is why, as a member of Congress, I will reintroduce Nita Lowey's Safe and Secure Decommissioning Act. This legislation is going to guarantee that the thousands of spent fuel assemblies at Indian Point are going to be stored in dry casks, which are scientifically the safest way to store nuclear waste. This legislation is also going to make sure that all security and response measures for Indian Point are kept in place until all of the fuel at Indian Point is safely stored in dry casks. I'm going to advocate for a Citizens Decommissioning Oversight Board on the state level to help hold companies like Holtec accountable for their obligation to help with Indian Point's decommissioning. This board has to include scientific experts, local community representatives, and local activists for whom these policies will be personal. Indian Point provided around 2 gigawatts of electricity. When it shuts down, there are going to be concerns that energy prices will increase for local residents. But we absolutely must not replace this power with fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. Improvements in energy efficiency have already reduced the need for power generation, and we can replace any lost power with renewable sources, including wind power in Long Island Sound, tidal power in the Hudson River, and home and commercial solar. We can create thousands of good-paying green jobs for local residents when we commit to investing in renewable energy sources through my #1 legislative priority, a Green New Deal. We need a representative in Washington who will listen to scientists and community leaders in Rockland and Westchester, not fossil fuel industry lobbyists and corporate interests, to figure out the best ways of generating clean energy. That's why, as a member of Congress, I'm going to introduce legislation to ban industry lobbyists from serving on the Nuclear Regulatory Commission and the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. The other candidates will not join me in doing that, unfortunately. It's also why I've refused all donations from corporate PACs and the fossil fuel industry lobbyists of the world, unlike my opponents. Finally, Indian Point's closure is going to eliminate around 1,000 local jobs and decimate the tax base in municipalities like the village of Buchanan, the town of Cortland, and of course the Hendrick Hudson School District. On the state level, I support Assemblywoman Sandy Galiff's and Senator Pete Harkem's legislation to tax Indian Point's spent nuclear fuel to deliver the necessary funds to local communities. On the federal level, I'm going to push to fund vital local government services and support economic development by reintroducing Nita Lowey's Redistribution of Fines to Our Communities Act, legislation that I'm going to be supporting in order to fund our local tax base with safety-related fines. That's going to ensure that corporations that put public safety at risk don't also let local residents suffer economically. These funds, along with job creation from massive federal investments that I'm going to push through in clean energy and clean transportation infrastructure, are going to ensure that workers all over the 17th Congressional District benefit from a post-Indian Point economy. All of these challenges intersect with one another, and their solutions will intersect as well. That's why I'm proud to bring experts, advocates, and my own wealth of experience together in my campaign to represent Rockland and Westchester in Congress. We're going to get through this together, and you can trust me to listen to every person involved every step of the way. I'm Mondaire Jones, and when it comes to Indian Point, I know that policy is personal.
When times grow dark and life grows mean, the hardest times we've ever seen,